just waking up. I don't even got Folgers in my cup, but girl, I had to let y'all know what was going on. Now, I was going to go live yesterday, but yesterday was a holy day, and I was doing some things. So anyway, I'm here this morning. I know I usually don't go on this morning, but I'm going to try to go on morning, afternoon, and night. How about that? So, and you know I'm lying. So anyway, we got some updates with Kevin Samuels. Yeah, you know Too Short. And listen, I was surprised about this because you know Too Short. I'm like, man, because you know how Too Short, he get on the stage and call women all types of bees and stuff. And I said for him to do that and be a rapper, to say that Kevin Samuels was doing too much, you know, that speaks volumes. You know what I mean? A black man is coming out. And as you guys can see the articles, Too Short is criticizing Kevin Samuels. Okay, he called him weird. He says the way he talked about women was just weird and hateful. As you see the article right here, it says in a weird, misnogic way. Anyway, I seen it, and I'm going to tell y'all exactly what he said, okay? So don't you worry. And if you heard about what Too Short said about Kevin Samuels, feel free to call in. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Johnny. Yeah, I know it's early, right? What's wrong with me? Let me tell you, last night I could not sleep, okay? I kept on twisting and turning, child. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning just laying up in the ceiling, looking up at the ceiling. I said, let me get my behind up and try to do something productive, you know what I mean? I haven't even ate breakfast yet, but I did brush my teeth and I did floss and I did gargle with some mouthwash. That's what I did. And I washed up. I sure did. So, comment, let us know what y'all think about Too Short coming for Kevin Samuels. Do y'all think he was right or wrong? He said that Kevin Samuels is anti-female. He is just so hateful how Kevin Samuels is out here on a mic talking his talk. And a lot of people, since he have passed away, now they feel the courage to speak out, you know, and tell the truth. And I want to know how y'all feel about it. I know some people not going to like it. Some people is going to like it. So feel free to call in. Y'all see the number up on here. As you guys see, all these reports are talking about how Too Short is going on Kevin. Too Short doesn't approve of the way Kevin Samuels treated women. It sounded hateful. Yeah, it does. He said he didn't approve. Well, Too Short, this is what I got to say about you. We happy that you speaking out. But when he was on that live, going all night long, every day for a year or two, why you didn't speak out, Too Short? You scared of him? I thought you was a gangster. Why you ain't speak out? Why you ain't get on your platform and call his behind out and really go head to toe? You know what I mean? You know, so, but, you know, maybe he was scared, you know. I don't blame him. Maybe his ass was scared. You know, I stay scared. So, I can't blame him. So where is that thing at? No, this ain't it. So, anyway, what he was saying, I'm trying to get you to verbatim. Okay, Too Short also shared his thoughts. Now, you know I can't stand reading about Kevin Samuels, the self-proclaimed. I don't want to read all that. Just tell me what it said. It says, I don't know the whole journey. Okay, all I know is the recent clickbait. I can't get to the gist of where it came from and what it was. I don't know. It sounded like some pimping, but then it sounded real anti-female. I don't know. It sounded hateful. Okay, you do know what it was. He says the rapper is no stranger to receiving backlash for his artistic expression. That ain't no damn artistic expression. He said he's dealt with it by having balance, something that I always did. You can talk to the women that know me. I would get on that stage in the studio and talk a whole bunch of crap. Then I get off the stage and I'll be a gentleman, he explained. Even though it's 100% player status, I'm still running it from a gentleman aspect. So when you leave the room, they don't go, oh, that nigga came in disrespectful. It's like, dang, I thought he was going to be rude. It's a balance. He added, I try never to walk through life and act like Too Short. It doesn't really work for me, but I know that people are influenced by me. I don't do that myself, the hip hop OG added. That's why Too Short may be his persona. It's a real ingredient. So pretty much he's saying Too Short, it's just an act. It's just a persona. And that's not who he is in real life. He really don't hate women and anti-women. All when he get on the stage and he call them bitches and hoes, he really don't feel that in his heart. He does it for entertainment. But he said that's not cool and it doesn't work. And he calls Kevin Samuels out, and he says pretty much he is very anti-female, and it sounds very hateful, like he cannot stand women. And also, he feel like it's clickbait. What Kevin Samuels was doing is clickbait, as he states, and I can't get with it. He said he can't get with it. And that's what he said. And he said he pretty much, Kevin Samuels was pimping the system. He was doing it to get the money. But call in. We want to know what y'all think about this. Okay, we got a caller. Early in the morning, we got a caller. Calling from 484. You're live on the air. Hello, 484.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Good morning.
Good morning.
I've been watching your show. It's wonderful. My thought about Kevin Samuel and all this, I think Kevin Samuel's main goal, and he even admitted that his goal was to give men, what's this thing called, like authority? No, his aim was for men. When he started his YouTube channel, he wanted to make men like accountable for their action and behavior, but he didn't really got the view that he wanted or the likes. So he aimed at black women, and he knows how like the world hate black women and they shame black women for every little thing. So like he made a profit out of black women.
Yeah, that's why Too Short called him out. He said he pimping. He pimping. He just doing this just to make money. It's a means to an end to get that money.
And also, I feel like Too Short is kind of a hypocrite because he disrespected black women, too. He made, like, horrible music about black women. And I feel like he's a hypocrite, too. Why does he have the right to, like, comment on Kevin Samuel when he himself makes fun of black women? And
you know why? I'm going to take off for Too Short on this one. Because he know he did wrong. He's talking from experience. And he know that's bad juju. When you out here talking about black women, because he did that. He make money off of black women, pimping black women out. And he had his karma. And that's why he can speak on it from the stance that he's doing, because he's letting you know, baby, I've been there. I pimped out the game. I pimped out the system. And that's not who I am. That's just a persona. And he's not telling you the real bad karma that he had because he's embarrassed by it. But that's why he have to speak out, because he know that it's wrong. And maybe he was scared to say something while he was alive, because, his trolls and his minions was going to come for Too Short. But now, he said, he changed. He's not the same person he used to be. And, yeah. So what you feel about that? If he felt, that stance, like, I've done it. You're right. I've done it. I'm now an angel, and that's why I'm speaking on it, because I'm speaking from the stance of experience, and it's not right.
I feel like the only reason why he's speaking up and standing up for black women because he wants that black money. Because he knows that black women, we support any artist, and we like most artists make a lot of money, and most black women support a lot of these men. And if he sees black women standing up for themselves and not tolerating disrespect, that's why he's like starting to stand up for black women and speaking up. If black women never like stand up for themselves, he will still to this day disrespect us. He's losing the black money.
So you don't think he changed? Is he making them whole songs anymore?
Yeah. That's what I feel.
He making them whole song.
I mean, like, no. If you see that he changed in his behavior, then okay. But I just feel like maybe the reason why he changed because he's losing money. He's not like that big no more.
No, I
Does
don't
that
think
make
so.
sense?
I think he can come out and be hateful towards black women, make a whole bunch of money. Anybody can do it. I just think that he have a change of heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if you believe in forgiveness. Some people do. Some people believe in redemption. Knowing the errors of your ways and stuff like that. And back in them days, everybody profited off calling black women bees and hoes. Look at Snoop Dogg, and everybody still support these niggas that's constantly doing, but at least he's coming to the front and he's saying something, while everybody else just sitting back smoking they smoke. You know what I mean? So I would like to give Too Short credit for that. And y'all did you ever bump his music, or you was like, nah, you ain't effing with it?
Nah, I'm not effing with it. Ever since that one song,
What song? What song you talking about?
I mean, like, one, I just don't like rap music like that. But, like, thank you for letting me call in.
Well, thank you. I thank you so much. All right. Yeah, well, you're a good one. And, shit, I want to be more like you, because and I know I shouldn't say this, but I was listening to Too Short. I remember the song, what's my favorite word? You can't say it like short. I used to live in L.A., and they love them some Too Short up in Cali. And do y'all remember that song by Too Short and Lil' Kim? Call me if you need somebody to talk to, somebody to F you. Call me. Satisfaction guaranteed. I give you what you need. Yeah, call me and I'll be your SKA. You can drop my top. I'll be all up in your shit like 6 o'clock. Hey, I know it's this. It's bad. It's so bad. You know what I mean? But okay, we got another caller. Call in. I'm up. It's morning time. I haven't ate. Calling 717. You're live on the air.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah. So what you think about Too Short calling? Hey, baby. What you think about Too Short calling out Kevin Samuels?
I feel like Too Short is trying to cap pretty much, because if you go and Google complex.com and Too Short and Sweetie, he had an interview October 13th, 2021, and basically, was acting like a colorist. He basically likes exoticals, and he effed up, so he's trying to clean it up, his image with black women, because of course he's made money off of calling women bees and whatever else, like you said, in rap music, but he's full of it. He's just trying to clean it up. This is a public move, to try to clean it up, damage control. So if you look it up, he had said in the article basically that when he was talking to Sweetie, he said mixed heritage women have always been his favorite. He said, like, I don't think I've ever fallen in love with a woman that wasn't mixed. So like I said, this is damage control. Mm-hmm. He don't care about us.
All right. So how do you feel about what he said, though? Do you feel like he had truth in what he said about Kevin, or false?
I think it's probably mixed. I mean, maybe somebody put him in check after he made that colorist interview, and he did. I mean, most black men are born from a black woman, so I feel like he probably didn't like what Kevin Samuels was saying. Maybe the women that surrounded him complained about him a lot, whatever, but I don't know. I'm mixed on that. He may not agree with him, whatever, but Kevin Samuels made money off of hating on the black woman. No shade.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Kevin, Too Short, you cancel him. He's not coming in your door.
No, he ain't coming in my door. But
okay.
I still like that. The B word is still my favorite cuss word.
Okay. But Too Short is canceled. I want to know, how do y'all feel in the comment section? If Too Short is canceled in your book, press 2. If you gonna give him a pass, press 5. How do y'all feel about Too Short? Y'all gonna invite him to the cookout, or he's canceled, he's not coming. And I want to know one thing. Can you don't want to use Too Short, for a soldier to battle, any fight that you got going on?
No, because he did not battle for us when Kevin Samuels was alive. So, no.
Okay, well, hold on. Maybe he listen, ladies, I apologize. I was on the wrong foot. Y'all know I'm getting older. And I'm seeing the error in my ways. Use me. Why can't you use his ass for the war? Because you know a war coming, girl. Winter is coming. Why can't you use him for a war? Why can't you? But I ain't trying to force him on you, but I'm just saying, I think politics. Politics.
I believe in forgiveness. So, yeah, I would, but if he slip up again, he out.
Okay. Too Short, you heard that. If you slip up again, you out. But she may use you for some politics. Yeah. Tell him what you need him to say, because sometimes you need these niggas up in a room to change some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're trying to put things back in the day where they're not even going to allow women in the rooms. A lot of these men that hate women, when they get manager position and they have a choice, so you think they're going to hire these women in jobs for higher pay?
No.
They're going to give them a hard time. So, you need somebody. You need to, play it smart. It's a long game. It's not a short game. It's the long game. But, you have any way how you see fit, so I was just wondering. But I thank you for calling. Please call back. And feel free to call in, y'all, because y'all know up in the morning, I haven't ate breakfast. I don't know what's going on. And let's give a big old thank you. Oh, my goodness. Miss Olivia Mars donated $50. Thank you, baby. Listen, I love the donations. Feel free to donate to me. I'm not too proud to beg, okay? I am not too proud to beg. And let's give another shout out. Okay, hold on. Michael Diddy. Hey, what's going on? Michael Diddy donated $10. Michael Diddy said, Too Short, more like Zesty Hobbit. He also a major colorist. I heard he's an ambassador for Oshkosh. Ooh, okay, so people are counseling him left and right. Man. And I didn't know he was zesty. This is my first time hearing about this, Mike. I've never heard of Too Short being in bed with another man. Have y'all heard about that? That's different. And Oshkosh, what is that? Is that like Oscar wieners? Are you talking about the Vienna sausage? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Are you trying to say that Too Short got a small Vienna sausage, or you saying he does commercial for him? What is Oshkosh? I don't know. Is that the bologna? All right. Well, let's continue on. Please call in because I don't got no callers. Okay. $1 short and $1. Too Short. They counseling you. I live in the Bay, and I have seen him in action. He's definitely a colorist, if not the R word. Ooh. I ain't know all this. People are saying he is not zesty. I don't know what people is. You know what I'm saying? Actually, we don't care who you love. I welcome black men who wants women of color to have fun. Most likely, I didn't want you anyway. All right. So y'all ready to go on to the next topic? All right. Are we done with this Kevin thing? Okay. Well, let's move on. And if y'all want to call in about the Kevin situation, feel free to call in. So let's go here. Another thing that was in the news. This man right here, do y'all know who this is? DJ, stop the beat. Okay, let me tell you about this man. He's going viral. Now, he's in a relationship with a girlfriend, but they just broke up the other day. And he is so mad. He is in emotions. Now, I thought they say men are not emotional creatures. I thought they said men are logical. So this is an example of the lies, because he is really in his emotional state. Doing what he's doing. He was so jealous, and he's a stalker. He stalked his ex-girlfriend. They broken up, and he seen that she had a man over there. So he told his car. He told that man's car, and he goes viral talking about it all in his feelings. That's not logical. That's not smart of you. You're going to do a crime and then you're going to record yourself and you're big mad because she don't want your ass no more. Make it make sense. Please call in and let us know about this. And how logical is this? Hold on, we got another caller. We got another caller. Y'all know I love them calls. I love them calls. Calling from 706. You're live on the air. 706.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, baby? Talk to me. What's your thoughts about all this?
Okay, I was dialing your number. I got to the end of it. You said stalker. Recap me again.
Okay, I'm about to play the video. I'm about to play the video of this man. All right, check this out. Here we go.
My girlfriend got a nigga at her crib, right? I just looked in the window. They in there sleep. So guess what I do? I put a shit on my tow truck. This bitch fucking with this nigga with this raggedy ass car. You know what I'm saying? This raggedy ass car. Hello?
Really? Really? You gonna take your car? Really? We ain't together no more.
I'm saying, man, my nigga, we just broke up yesterday. What the fuck wrong with you? Got a nigga over there. Hello?
You really gonna take his car?
Shit, I took that motherfucker. I'm finna jump that motherfucker. Fuck dude. On everything. Fuck you and that nigga. Bitch. Hello? What's funny? Ain't nothing funny, nigga. Hello?
Bye.
I guess it's lagging. But she seemed very calm to me. Comment, let us know. Was she calm? She seemed like she was logical. She wasn't yelling at him. He was the emotional one. You know, so help make this make sense. They say out here that men are not emotional creatures. They don't think in their emotional state. But clearly they do, because it's a prime example. He up here big mad because she done moved on. She got some good D. You know what I'm saying? And he can't take it. He over there stalking her, peeping, finding out who she's sleeping with. And he's mad. And he's calling her, trying to get a reaction. You know? Crazy. See, nah, y'all can't pay me to get no damn relationship. Nah. Yeah, did you hear all that?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, men's a trip. They feel like they can do it to you, but, you know, you can't do it to them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not fair, you know?
When a relationship is over, it's over. She can do anything she want to do.
Yep, sure can.
Yeah, he got the nerve over there stalking her. And then gonna put it on the internet.
It is crazy out here. I mean, you know, people just... That's why I don't date. I ain't dated in years.
I don't blame you, shit. These niggas who want these problems. You can't even get rid of them like you want to.
And see, I live in Atlanta, and a lot of these men in Atlanta gay. You know what I'm saying? And
well, at least you don't got to worry about their ass, you know?
Yeah, you know, I mean, a person can be who they are, but it's just like, you know, if you're a heterosexual, you know, I'm a heterosexual woman, so I mean, I want a heterosexual man. I don't want no man that, you know, that's even pretending. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy.
They be coming up on you?
Yeah, it's a guy on YouTube, and I like it. I saw him on YouTube.
Don't tell me nobody name, okay? We don't do no YouTube channel name. I ain't trying to get shit. I ain't trying to out nobody. Nobody.
But you probably know him though.
I listen. See, don't get me in that shit. Don't, you know what? We gonna end this right now. Nah. Y'all not gonna get me in no shit with no other YouTuber. I told y'all I don't play them games. When it comes to me and other YouTubers, leave me out of it. Now, stop that shit. Y'all always want to say some YouTuber name on here. I'm not playing around. She came up here with a damn agenda. But comment, let us know what y'all think about this. Feel free to call in, okay? I'm gonna look in the comments. I've been single for many, many moons. These men are something else, ain't they? Don't mention other YouTubers, please don't. But they know what they be doing. They be trying to start some stuff. She wasn't going to say. Yes, she was. I know who she's talking about, the married one. I don't want to know. I don't want to know no YouTuber. You know, like I talk about Kevin Samuels, but he dead, so he cool. You know what I mean? But if they alive and they're a YouTuber, nah. That's when all the bull crap start going back and forth. Stuff get misconstrued. Yeah, they was talking about you on this channel. I seen it. I see it so much. He destroying people all over the place. But what do y'all think about this man on this screen? Okay. What do y'all think about this man on this screen? Please call in. Let us know. Do y'all feel like he was very emotional? If you feel like he was, press 1. If you feel like he wasn't, press 3. Comment. I know who she talking about. I don't want to know who she talking about, y'all. That ain't none of my business. That's none of my business. I don't want him calling up here because we secretly talking about him. Nah. Keep that energy over there. I don't want his fans, whoever that is, coming over here trying to figure out some shit. Nah. Hey, calling from 312. You live on the air. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Gossip Girl.
What's going on?
Chicago.
What's going on?
I just want to say that tow, when you got a tow truck as a boyfriend, they do that all the time. And it's wrong.
Now, is he really a tow truck man, or he just did it?
No, when you a tow truck driver and they have a girlfriend and they mad, they go tow the girl's car.
That's sad.
Yep, they tow the girl's car, and they don't care. They just reckless out here.
Now, can I ask you a question? Do you think he was moving in an emotional state?
Yeah.
So what is it when they keep on saying this? You know, they even tell you, women, they're too emotional. They don't understand. They're coming from an emotional state. Men don't think emotional.
Please, yes, they do. Yep, I know, because they done cost my niece a lot of money. Yep.
Yeah, so they
it's a popular thing in Chicago. The tow truck drivers is dirty.
Well, I guess that's a warning. Don't mess with no tow truck driver, right?
Yep.
Or they will tow your stuff. They will tow your stuff. But that's illegal. That's illegal. You can't just tow somebody's stuff.
But you can't do nothing about it.
Why can't you?
You can't do nothing about it. I don't know, because they pick it up and take it to the yard.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Can I say something? Winter might be coming. Because they said when winter come here, all the Republicans gonna get in office and they changing laws, and a lot of stuff like should be illegal is not gonna be illegal. They gonna get away with a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep. I agree.
And they getting prepared.
Well,
they got them pals, and you see what happened in Buffalo, and ain't nobody caring about it. You don't see no celebrities talking about. What are basketball players? What are athletes? All them black.
Yeah, I agree. It's too much.
And I do want to talk about it, but I feel like my audience don't care for that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And I respect, my audience, because they just want to have some fun. They get tired of seeing, sad stuff.
We like to have fun. It's true. We like to have fun. Yeah, but it's sad about what happened to the 10 people. It really is. It makes me mad.
It's more effort sad. It's horrible. It's horrendous. And ain't nothing being done about it.
Yeah, no. It's real life all day. I want to tell you, because I had a white neighbor. He played friendly with me for 6 years until one day my husband put some grass on his sidewalk, and he pulled out his gun and called him a nigga. Yep.
Nah,
Yes, he
that's
did.
not
That
right.
man was living there. No, it ain't. Nope. No, but he ended up having to move after 50 years. But I don't like it. I don't like it. The hate out here is real, and they'll smile in your face. Yep.
Well,
But thank you for taking my call.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you
And
too.
watch out for the
Now, can
for
I
the
say
tow
something
truck
else?
drivers.
You know what you made me think about too. It's not, do
Yeah.
you feel like black people too got to get it together and treat each other more nice and pleasant?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Especially
Because
going
we're
to
not
these.
the enemy.
Well, I don't know if it could. Okay, I'm talking from. Okay, I was at McDonald's yesterday, right?
Mm.
I know it sounds ghetto and shit, right? Yeah, I still eat
No, go ahead.
McDonald's. And they was so the customer service, you know what I mean? Homeboy had
Yes.
sound like he had an attitude. He didn't want to be there. You say thank you, they don't say nothing. They take all day to get
Yes.
your food. Then one come, all
Yeah.
15 of them at the window. Like what the hell? You know what I mean? And girl, I got so tired. I said, give me my money back. Girl, they act like they wanted to fight me because I said I want a damn refund. Talking about, well, what you want a refund for? Well, you gonna have to write it out. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep. Gossip Girl, I love your channel.
I love you too. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. She like, let my ass go. Okay. All right. Call it 615. You're live on the air. Hello, 615.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning, Miss Gigi.
Good
How are you?
morning. Good morning. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. This is a lady.
Hey, lady, you know you my girl. Go ahead.
Why are you are on early this morning?
I
Good
know.
to hear
I
you.
couldn't sleep last night.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. We need to get our sleep.
We do. I need to get a damn new mattress. Can y'all let me know what's a good mattress? Is Sealy, Pasta Peely, Beauty Rest?
Oh no.
What mattress
no.
you sleep on, girl? What's your mattress?
It's called Purple.
Ooh, oh shit! Come on, lady. I heard about that damn Purple. That's expensive than a motherfucker. They said you can't even crack an egg on that damn Purple.
It's good. It's good. I sleep well when I can sleep.
How you like the Purple, girl? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting beside myself.
I do.
You like the Purple?
I like it. Hey, Tatiana. I do. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. I don't know. I think it's in the plastic. I know this is kind of crazy, but people have been saying for a long time that the estrogen type products that they make, our straws and all the plastic items that we use today, has affected these men because they are most definitely emotional and feminine, and when you break up with listen, that woman knew she was asking for trouble. She has every right to move on and do what she wants to do right after she puts that man out of her house. But you're asking for trouble because these guys, they don't think with their minds anymore. They think with their emotions. I mean, you practically have to go into witness protection or fake your death or, change your job and do all kinds of things like that when you break up with these guys because they're not done. If they're not done, they're going to make sure you get done. So I would just say to women, you need to be extra. You have to do things like I've heard women say that they stop bathing, they stop brushing their teeth. They have to drive the man away. They stop cleaning up so he can say, I'm glad some other new girl got her because they don't love you. They just want to own you. They don't want anybody else to have you. And it is what it is. They're meant something is off. I think not just men. I think some of those women are off because we put up with some of this mess too, and we poke the bear, and something is off with all of us. So if you know you're dealing with somebody that's kind of off, you have to go through a lot to break up. You have to move. You have to change states because they are crazy. So
you know what I think it is. You know what I think it is? I think it has to do with old school, because back in the day, They treated women like property, and that's what a lot of these men been told by their parents and grandparents. Because you still have that old spirits back in slavery days that's still amongst us, and they trying to fight back. And you see it in the race war, you see it in the gender war, and they feel, you my woman. That hoe belong to me. You know what I mean? And they want dominion over you. And when things don't go the way, because we live in a new world, we're always transitioning to different new worlds. And they feel like, hold on, F this ain't right. I need to lay it down. I need to man up and tell this hoe who she effing with. I'm the man, and I'm going to wreck ship, and I'm going to do this until I get my way. But it's a new world. And some girls are, wising up. Did you hear her? She was not emotional. She was calm. She was collective. And, that's what I think.
That
go
just
ahead.
makes them angry. When you are calm like that, that makes some of them even more angry. They feel like, oh, that didn't get you? Watch what else I have for you. I mean, you really have to be careful out here. And these guys they're mad because we have something that they want, and you know what that is, and they have to go through us to get it. And they will stop at nothing to make you feel like, you are on, just like you said. But there was a time when the threat of prison or murder would calm them down, and they would think twice. They're not thinking twice anymore. They don't care. It's a whole subculture that will accept them as ex-cons and jobless. These women are still taking them in. And we just have to say, no, we have to cut them off. We have to say we do not accept anything less than what we deserve. And we don't deserve this treatment. We don't deserve the way they talk about us. We don't deserve it. We deserve so much more and so much better. So stop being addicted to the D. You can do other things until you find one that is worthy of you. And if you don't find one that is worthy of you, so what? We can make it without that, and we can do other things. Okay? That's all I want to say. I love you women. Stay safe. I love you, Gigi.
I love you, too. I don't want you to go, though. I can't. You always coming in. Man, I be wanting you to stay and talk to me.
Okay, talk to me. What you think about what I just said?
You know what? I think you're right about the D. I think it's dick programming out here, especially in this hip-hop industry. It's a lot of dick programming where they make you feel like, oh, my goodness, you got to love the D. You got to please the D. And by pleasing the D, it's going to make him love you. It's going to make him want to be faithful to you. But that's all false. And you get out of the dick. I think dick sometimes could be a drug where people getting addicted to it. You know what I mean? And once y'all listen, get 6 months, okay? Stop. Don't think about that dick. Don't be on that dick for 6 months and just live your life and do what you want to do. Can you have life without the dick? You know what I mean? If you can break that curse, trust me, your whole mindset will be on a whole different plane. You'll have more value in yourself. You can stand up to the dick. You know what I mean? And that's when
it's true. Yeah, everything you said is true. And I saw somebody said it too. They said, I'd rather have my peace. And peace is so much better than out here competing for something that does not value you. You got your family members you can pour love into. You have children in your community. If you don't have children of your own, you can pour your love into, and children give you love back that's unconditional, especially when they're young. So I would say, we have to, it's an immaturity that we feel like we just have to have a man. We just have to be married. Not to these men. And let's praise our sisters that do find a good one and support them and say, great, because that's one more, dude that's not out here messing up. I'm glad she has him. Don't try to take her good man. Support her. Stay away and let them have their relationship. That's the best thing we can do. We have to build up each other because these guys, they're not interested.
They're not. They're interested in using you. And I want to know, can you be happy without being in a relationship? Comment, let us know. Press 2 if you can be happy living on this earth without being in a relationship. Press 5, or relationship is a need. You gotta have that, you know. And another thing, press 8 if you gotta have some D, you know, as long as you live.
That's a lot. That's a lot of numbers, Gigi.
It is. I'm sorry, but could you live without dick? You know what I mean? Haven't you had enough dick for your life? You know, could you live without it?
See, I can't speak for young women. I know when I was younger, I understand you want that relationship. It is biological. I've been married twice. My first husband passed. I have my children. I have my grandchildren. So I am good. And I look at what's out here, and yes, I get approached, but I just do a quick, up and down, and I can tell it's trouble walking. So I can just move on. I don't need it. And when you put yourself in the mindset that you don't need it, you'll be so much better. And don't turn to the pastor, because he ain't any better. He might be worse,
Okay, I just heard on TV. I just heard on the internet that it's a lot of lawsuit cases against a lot of pastors that have been touching these kids. And they're speaking out, but the church turns them away, and they never get their voices heard. And then they try to cover it up like they just want attention. A lot of these pastors and priests are very corrupt, and they are groomers, and they are petties. But nobody want to talk about that, and they just want to cover it up. But that's a lot going on, and we hear it all the time from, just the other day, how they, touching these kids. But they getting away with it because their flock is protecting them at all costs. And these are the same pastors that got all this money, and they trying to silence women from doing what they want to do, and, with their bodies and stuff like that. It's really a scam, all of it.
That's so true. That's so true. I mean, you have to be very careful about these men. I know for a long time I felt much more safe with a female pastor. The church I was attending when I was in the Detroit area, because I didn't see a lot of the shenanigans that go on with women trying to, with the men trying to assault women and using their power over women. So, yes, men are wonderful. They're fun. If you got a good one, hold on to him, work it out, go to counseling. I did, to make my relationships work and last as long as I could. So I would say, yes, go for it. But if you don't see anything good out there, don't settle for anything less. That's all. Gigi, if you want to talk about pastors one day, you should have a show on. We could talk about all these crazy pastors who are getting in trouble right now. That would be interesting. I will definitely tune in. I'll be around.
All right,
I gotta go work now. Love you.
Okay, love you too. That's A-Lady. I love talking to her. She's give it up for A-Lady. Okay. Feel free, guys, to call in. Yeah. All right. So what do y'all think about that? You got to be careful. Let me tell you one quick story I heard about a pastor, and it's really sad, and it hits close to home. I know a woman. She was in an abusive relationship with her husband, okay? And her husband was putting paws on her, and her husband, was taking her kids, trying to get her to behave or do what he wanted her to do, punishing her, taking her kids and putting paws on her. So she went to the church to seek help, and the pastor, he took her in. It was real cold outside. It was up north. It was freezing, and her husband kicked her out the house, after putting paws on her. And she said in the middle of the night, do you know that pastor came in and try to grump and touch on her? And she looked back like, come on, what are you doing? And he's looking like, come on now, you can't get nothing for nothing, And the sad thing about it is, it happens all the time. And these pastors know they have power. And it's just going to be your word versus his. I tried to help her out, and then she want to lie on me. You see how the devil is? You know, she's disobeying her husband, doing this, trying to seduce me. And you know how they flip it and switch it. They would try to swip it as she's trying to seduce him for comfort, for shelter, and then try to switch it up when he rejected her. They lie, and then guess what? Everybody believe it. They're going to believe the pastor. They're going to believe the man over to her. They're going to say, well, yeah, you know, why was she late? Why was she going to seek the pastor place when she got a husband? That don't even sound right. Why would her husband kick her out and keep the kids? That don't sound right. She just trouble. Why would the pastor wouldn't do that? The pastor is an honest man. He would not come on to her. Come on, she just wants some damn attention. These damn Jezebels. And it said that's why these men can't really help these girls. Because look at her, just Jezebel. That's nothing but deceit. And that's how they put it out there. And they would destroy her name, you know. And it's sad, but it happens all the time. All right, so let's get on to another caller. Calling, please call in. Calling from 402. You're live on the air. 402.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
How are you? I just love watching your content.
Thank you, baby.
And yes, and I am calling from Atlanta. I'm a transplant from Nebraska.
Come on, Nebraska. I need to go there. I haven't been to Nebraska yet. Yes.
Well, it's a beautiful place to raise, you know, if you have kids and you want to raise your family. It's a nice family place. My husband and I are about to be empty nesters. We've got a senior in high school this year, so we
congratulations.
are moved to Atlanta. Thank you. We moved to Atlanta with his job, and so we're getting ready to build a home and call this place.
Go ahead. Now, you know I want to get with the tea. I'm trying to get the tea. What's your thoughts about all this?
Well, okay, so the whole lineup, okay, I am just I cannot believe how things are going with the dating world. It is like an absolute war, Gossip Girl. It's like the men and women are literally at war, you know?
Well, and you know, it's a change of coming. And you know, when it's just like Civil War, you know, before Civil War, it used to be a state you can do X, Y, to Z to certain people of color. Yeah. But you can't do that no more because they fought for the rights for black people to have certain rights. You know, they didn't just give black people rights. You have to fight for it. In America and everywhere else, if you want some freedom, if you want some rights, it's not free. You have to fight for it, and you have to constantly fight for it. So we're seeing, you know, people are fighting for their rights to speak up in these relationships and to be what to have their dreams and not to be forced in a situation, you know?
Yeah. Well, and one of the things that I feel like really contributes negatively, I won't say any channel names, but I'll just describe it.
Oh,
no,
Lord.
I'll just.
Why do y'all like to do this?
I've heard other people, you know, they'll talk about it and that you'll try to have to correct them, you know. So I won't say the channel names, but there are channels. First of all, they are live dating shows are really good to watch to just know, okay, this is what's happening out here. I mean, people are.
But hold on, I gotta say something about the dating shows. We have to remember that is not a whole spectrum of people out here in the world. Those are certain people that don't mind to be on that network, you know, talking their talk.
Okay.
A lot of people I know in my family and friends and neighbors would never call that.
Right. That's good. That's a good thing that you're saying. Well, the other thing, you know, and we all know who this is if we, you know, are frequent viewers of YouTube. But, you know, there was a recent content creator who passed away, who created a lot of,
yeah, we can say his name. He dead. Kevin Samuels.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
right.
just not the living, like not the living.
Okay. Okay. Well, when I would listen to him, it reminded me a lot of there's another content creator.
Oh,
his whole platform is about like those who are homeless, prostitutes, and pimps and drug addicts and things, and he's a lot of times in California, and he interviews them, and it's very, very intriguing. But Kevin Samuels sounded to me just like a lot of the pimps that this guy has on his channel, and the way the pimps would talk about how they would, make the women become dependent on them, and say things to the women to make them feel insecure.
Yes.
And I would see these interviews from the prostitutes and the pimps, and then I would listen to Kevin, and I was like, wow, he sounds like this 70s pimp person. Like he's been watching a bunch of black exploitation films and telling women, no man is responsible for your sexual pleasing. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Just different things like that. And so this is all, all of this is contributing to these negative issues where dating is concerned.
Yes, it's a new world. You right. And can I say something too? Hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Don't let no nigga build you up. Please. Do not give anybody power to build you up. You know why? They can build you up. They can tear your ass down. The same people you allow to build you up, oh, you this and you're that, and you get validation in their words, they know they have power now. Yeah. So I gave you power, and I gave your ass life with my tongue. You needed me, bitch, in order to get validation, in order to get strong. Yeah. I can use the same tongue and cast your ass down, because I am the damn remote to you. I turn your ass on and I turn you off. I turn your volume up and I turn you down. So please be careful when you're allowing people to validate who you are. It's okay to be inspired, but let it be coming from you. Don't let them have so much control where everything they say and do, you are bouncing off of them. Well, he said I was this today. I'm feeling good. He said I was down. I look ugly. So, so those are games they play.
That is so true. I have been married now 26 years.
Congratulations.
It'll be 27. Thank you. And the thing is, I remember when I was dating my husband, we vetted each other. I mean, put each other through the ringer, because you know what? I felt like, of course, I was, because of how I was raised, I was raised to value certain things, there were certain things you didn't do before marriage, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
And I held to that. I was a single young woman living on my own, and, when young men would come across my path, I was able to knock them out and say, no, sir, you are not it, just from the beginning. And to vet these young men, not based on how much can you pay for a date for me, but his character, how do you speak to a woman, and let it go further than just a month. Anybody can hold a door for you for a month. Anybody can do what they're supposed to do for a month. Let's see who you really are. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It some time. Yeah, I feel like they don't give each other any time. And when they go on the dates.
They
now,
so
it's
desperate. That's desperation. They so desperate to be in a relationship. They so desperate to hop on the D. They so desperate to get in some P. They just so desperate. And they're not satisfied because if they is satisfied, they'd be satisfied with one person, you would think. No, they not. They got to jump to here, there, and every damn where. You are lost and you're not satisfied. Find somebody, get to know them, and sit your ass down. It don't take all that.
Exactly. Well, they're acting like there's no such thing out here as like A's. I mean, Gossip Girl, they are out.
Okay, we're going to have to say the A or the H. You know, we can't say that whole thing now.
Oh, okay.
That's you know, that's going to trigger stuff. Okay?
Okay. I'm sorry. Well,
yeah, they don't care about none of that.
No, they're not protecting themselves, and you know it is amazing to me. It is amazing, and I like what you reminded me that the people on the dating shows are like a microcosm. You know, they're not. They're a lot of times the exception. Not
they don't
rule,
represent the majority. Come on now, none of my neighbors would be on that. None of my family members will go on that. They don't represent the majority. They are, a small group of people that is there for entertainment. So, of course, when people are there for entertainment, then they have the spotlight that's on them. But that's just what it is. It's just popular and spotlight. It doesn't reflect the majority. They're entertainment. That's what I see. That's entertainment value. Right. And that's it. I don't put too much into it.
Yeah, it's really bad. Now, have you heard about what's going on in Haiti with all the fighting and killing? Have you heard about that?
No.
They killed their president, and so now it's such an uproar. And I don't understand why people there, because they're so impoverished, why they are so preoccupied with fighting when they could, at this point, say, okay, what can we do to build this country up? And what can we do to bring money into this country instead of fighting and killing each other?
Because it's greed. It's greed. Do you really thinking about, they're not thinking about the country and what's going to be for all of us. They're thinking about selfish greed. What's going to be for me? How I'm going to profit now? What I'm going to do for me? How's it going to affect me? And then another nigga, well, I want it for me. I don't want you to have that much. Then, okay, well, let's just go to war and let's just take each other out. You know, that's a prime example. All them pals they got over there is going wild. It's unruly. It's lawless. Niggas doing what they want to do. And, you know, that's what some people want to happen in America in these hoods. They want no laws, no police, and it's just going to be a whole bunch of pow. Do you think these niggas can really correct themselves? I mean, you would want to. But ain't that an interesting question? Could they correct themselves without anybody interfering? Can they?
Yeah.
You say they can?
Can they say it again?
Do you think they can correct themselves without any other country interfering?
Well, it's just like one of the chatters indicated that the U.S. government and other governments keep interfering with them attempting to run their own country. And that's an interesting statement and observation. I mean, if you have these other governments that have more money and more economic advantage, and you as a country are attempting to handle it yourself, but these larger governments are taking advantage of that by interfering, then that's creating a problem.
Okay, do you think the hood can correct itself like a dangerous neighborhood? If you just left it up to 100 streets of hood and no police, no hospitals, do you think they can build on their own and correct themselves?
Well, they are proposing these types of things now through, defund the police. And think about the
I don't want to defund the police.
The implications of that. Huh?
I don't want to defund the police.
No, because think about the implications of that. But, it's like they're tying the hands of law enforcement, just like these different issues with, hands up, don't shoot, that type of thing. For me, I think each case should be looked at case by case. I do not think there should be a generalization, when they look at those things. It needs to be case by case, and they need to really look at that and see, what is going on with each instance of that happening. I like that they have the body cams and the dash cams now, because that helps to eliminate a lot of doubt. You know what I'm saying? And it helps to keep everybody. It helps to keep everybody accountable, if you will. So last thing, I'll ask you a question, unless you want me to stay on. The thing that intrigues me, have you seen the information, and it's been going on for lots of years now, but the black men who are deciding to go to other countries like the Dominican Republic, Brazil, to find women and wives there instead of America, because they feel like, the women here, and I'm speaking to specifically black men with black women, they feel like the black women are not marriage material, so they're going to those other countries to get wives, and they're staying there. Tell me, have you heard about that, looked into that, know anything about that?
I have been hearing people on Facebook talking all this stuff, and all they do is bash black women. They let you know, I don't want you. We don't want y'all. Don't get mad because we want to choose white. Don't get mad because we want to do this and we want to do that. We really don't want y'all. Y'all look ugly. Y'all. That's all they do. And then all you hear is women. Well, why would you say that? I'm like, I say good riddance. Good riddance. Go ahead,
Thank
nigga.
you.
Go ahead, nigga. Go. Please, go, nigga. Go. I tell them, go. Hell yeah. Go ahead.
This is what I said. I said the Black Woman Council says that we will support sponsoring a passport and a one-way plane ticket for all of the dusties that want to do that. Okay?
Let their ass go over there and see what happens.
Right. Well, and a lot of them are having encounters with prostitutes over there, Gossip Girl.
Of course, because that's what prostitutes do. They are there for a service, to do what they want to do, to lie to these men, to pander to these men. That's what they want. They want to lie. They want somebody to lie to them and pander to them and pretend to them. They don't want a human. They don't want a woman. They don't want no wife. They want a slave. That's what they want. Because do you think the slave people that had the masters, did they want to do this? I bet they lied to the masters and tell them, oh, you look nice, or you doing this. They didn't probably, you do have some slave masters slaves that was really in love with their master, but most of them, come on now. Better go on somewhere.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, that one of the last things that Kevin Samuels said, he told black women, he said, listen, your problem is not with white women. Your problem is with the Latinas, because they're going to take the black men. Here's what I said. This is what has happened. The black men plowed through the black community, creating pregnancies with no fathers. Then they plowed through the white community, did the same thing. Now they're going to do the same thing in these Latin communities, Gossip Girl.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is what it is. Kevin knows that it's a lot of dick worship going on, black dick worship in the black community. Black women are so loyal to their black men, and they can't see themselves without another black man, and that's just what it is. And he knows, I'm going to hold this black dick up. Now, if y'all want this black dick, you're going to have to behave. And he's waggling that dick in your face. You want this dick, don't you? If you don't get this dick, if you don't act right, I'm going to give this dick to the Latino. You better behave. Do you want this dick? Do
Yeah.
you want this dick? And then you have some girl, yes, daddy, give me the dick. Give me the dick. I'll do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not that all that. I'm not all that in a bag of chips. I'm a 4. I'm a 3. I said, I'm a stupid hoe. Yeah, I'm a dummy for the dick. Yeah. And then he hands the dick down. Okay, you can get a little dick. And he slapped that dick on the forehead. You get a dick. You get a piece of dick. Get your ass down. Get your ass down. And it's just dick worship, you know?
Yeah.
If black girls had more choices, they wouldn't have to hold the black dick up and try to taunt you with it. Because they'd be like, okay, black girls don't even care. But they know that they care, so they know I can say all this and I'm going to get a reaction out of them because all they want is a reaction out of you. All they want you is to be in your emotional state. Like they say, well, you know, they just stay in emotional state. But yet you continue to trigger them for a reason because you want a damn reaction. If you're going to go Latino, just then do it. What you got to make an announcement for? What you got to say all this for?
An announcement?
Yeah, because you want somebody to act a certain way and you want a reaction. They want a reaction. And they give it to them. Stop giving them damn reactions. But I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No. Well, I appreciate your show. I just enjoy it. It's very entertaining.
I appreciate you. Make sure you call back too. Okay? I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Love ya. All right, we got another caller calling from 612. You're live on the air.
Hi, good morning, Gossip Girl. My name is Sean Bowie, and I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank
you,
baby.
And I just have a comment.
Go ahead.
I've been watching Kevin Samuel's 911 call over and over, and there was somebody else in that goddamn apartment with him because that girl said, if you listen very carefully, she says, "I'm just here to do CPR." See, ain't nobody paying attention to it. I think he was murdered. And I didn't like him no way.
You think he was marked? Who do you think marked him?
I don't know. And I think that girl that was there with him, I think that she was a setup girl.
Right, but okay, let's think about it, because your mind is going. Who would want to have him out of here?
A lot of people.
Like
Just
who?
jealous of him,
who?
making all that money. I don't know who. But if you go back and listen to that 911 call, there's a third person besides Kevin Samuel. He's already dead. There's 2 more people in that area with him. There's another woman there. If you listen to it, there's another woman there. I believe somebody took him out.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking from what you're telling me. Hold on. All right, so do you believe, I'm going to ask you a question because this is your story, and I'm just speaking from your story. Do you believe that Kevin paid her to sleep over that night, or that's false? She forced herself to sleep over.
No. I think somebody he knew set him up with that girl, and them 3 people came back in there, okay?
Okay, so while Kevin was asleep, and she was standing over, the girl texts the men, so whoever, their address, right? And then she slipped him a Mickey or something, right, to get him kind of weak and unconscious. And she opened that door for them to come in.
I don't know what happened, but I believe it was a setup.
Do you think that could have happened? Do you think that's a part of the setup?
I don't know. All I know is that 911 call is a telling tale. Because there's a third person that's like, "I'm just here to do CPR." There's 2 women in there, and he's dead. The girl probably came from whatever country, whatever. You know, it was a setup.
Hold on. You said a different country. What are you talking about? She wasn't American?
The girl she wasn't American.
Hold on. She wasn't American. Let me tell you this. This is something else. Because I just had another caller I was talking to. She from Nebraska. And she said these black men is running to different countries trying to get these women. And ain't that strange? The same non-American woman is taking these black men out. And that's what they're running over there for. And those women, can we be honest? Hold on. Them women in them other countries, Are they gonna love these black men? Be honest. Or they gonna want them for the money? Hold on. Or they gonna want them for their money? Huh? Comment, let us know. Press 1 if they really gonna love them black men. If you feel like they gonna really love them black men. Or press 4 if they just want them for their money. That's it. And they ain't gonna never love their ass.
All about the money.
They may cook for them and do everything, but it ain't gonna be no real love. It's gonna be fake pandering, and it's gonna be fake. And I guess, is they gonna be cool with that? I guess so. I don't know. I think they're gonna get bored with it. But comment, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Ain't there some shit?
That's all I wanted to say. Listen to that 911 call, because people look over the smallest detail.
Okay? Well, I thank you for letting me know. I gotta listen to that again.
Listen to it. There's 2 women in there with him. He's already dead.
Yeah. Have you tried to contact Kevin?
No, he's dead.
I know, but some people can contact him, after life, like in the spirit realm.
I don't want to contact him of all people. They're dead. He's the last person.
Girl, if Kevin came back and appeared in your room, you wouldn't want to have a conversation?
He wouldn't come in my room. I wasn't a fan of his.
You don't got to be a fan. They say sometimes when you think about a person, they can come to you. It draws them to you.
Well, let me tell you this, baby girl. All I thought about was that somebody offed his ass. The girl was the decoy, and there was 3 people in that apartment when he died.
Right.
Okay.
But guess what? Kevin can say, you know what, you have it on, and that's why he will come to you, because you know stuff that a lot of people don't. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even hear about that.
I rebuke it. He ain't coming. I rebuke it.
You know what?
Hell no.
Come on now, he need help. He want to find the answers.
Well, you know what? You can probably help him because you're on YouTube. So,
no.
I mean, you can see you.
But you have the message.
No, you have
Hold on, time out.
No.
They gave you have the vision. Nobody have the vision but you.
No.
So I can't do it. You heard stuff that nobody heard. You witnessed.
It's called critical thinking and cognitive skills. If you listen to goddamn 911 tape, you're gonna hear a second girl saying, "I'm just here to do CPR."
And
people just.
A lot of people didn't hear that. That's what I'm saying. There's something special about you.
They weren't trying to hear it.
And that's what I'm thinking. That's why he will come to you, because you can tell people what's going on.
You know what? I'm going to send his ass to you, okay? I rebuke that. If you come to me, I'm sending my little Gossip Girl.
Oh, shit.
Gossip Girl. Hello. Hello.
Okay, what you doing to me? I'm going to rebuke it. Oh, God. We need to solve his murk. We need to find out what happened so he can get justice.
I'm not getting... He already got justice. He's in the spirit realm. He already got his justice. We all got to go one day.
Yeah, but they said that he's not happy. He was not ready to go, and he's around this earth, walking to and from, trying to get answers.
He was ready to go. He knew the goddamn assignment when that bitch came to his goddamn house. He knew the assignment. He was going to drink some Red Bulls, drink some cognac, and snort cocaine. He knew the assignment. Well, make my last piece of pussy, and I'm going to get something from her, too, and it's time for me to go.
So you think he knew he was ready to go? Do you think he knew this was going to be his last day?
I think he thought about that.
Really?
I think he realized what was happening. I think that, because I wasn't there, but I think that whatever happened, I think he kind of figured out that, oh shit, I'm about to go. At the end, I think he figured shit out. The girl didn't really like him. There was another girl there. There's 2 women there, okay? He's getting high with cocaine and drinking Red Bulls, 90 going 40, okay? I think when he realized something was going on, because the girl was there, she was there the night before. So he didn't start complaining about it. So they're up all goddamn night long, freaking and fucking and everything, doing whatever they want to do, right? And so, doing cocaine a lot, it raises your heartbeat. So he's telling the girl, oh, my chest hurts. Not once did she say or admit to, oh, Kevin, I think it's called 911. Oh, no, you know why? Because if they had thought there was drugs, they was going to take her ass and put in an investigation and be like, Okay, so where'd you guys get the drugs from? Okay.
So she didn't tell the whole truth because she knew she would get in trouble. So she didn't want to tell the whole truth because she was afraid. That makes sense. And that's why she didn't tell y'all everything, because she don't want to get in trouble.
She wasn't going to. Because we already know that he had cocaine and
sugar
alcohol.
Boogers. I didn't know he had sugar boogers.
Well, yeah, and he sat in the morgue for 2 goddamn weeks. He should have been cremated instead of buried. See, nobody. I mean,
they said that he was really gassy too, because I guess he's been laying for so long, and it started to make a lot of fumes. You know, he smelled real bad.
So when she called, he just didn't die. He didn't fall on top of her. She's lying. She got to cover her ass and get back to where she's going. She's not ever going to tell, because she tells she's going to implement herself into, because he had cocaine in her.
And then they're going to want to find out where you get the sugar boogers from. So it's a whole mix.
Not only that, she had to clean up the apartment. You know, get the dope out the way, you know, put everything away. She got to clean up first.
I wonder, you think he left any signs? Like, was there any signs?
Yeah, he left a sign through her. When she called 911, and another girl was there talking about, I'm just here for CPR, to do CPR. If you go listen to that tape again, very carefully.
And wasn't it weird? Wasn't it weird? I have never heard Kevin having another woman in the background, arguing with another woman in the background. I've never heard that. Have you ever seen or heard him do that? Wasn't that the first?
No, it was no argument, but I'm saying after he died. So
I know before he left this earth, they said that he was doing a live, and she kept on walking back and forth trying to get in the camera, and he was having a conversation with her. Now, some people say that he was trying to do that to cover up so people would think he's straight. I don't know, but I've never heard him do that with another woman. That was the first that I've heard and seen that from him. So I say that was something weird going on. That was like, what? That's mind blowing.
Well, evidently he wasn't a good father, because his daughter wasn't at the funeral, and that bogus YouTuber that
hold on, we're not gonna put no YouTuber on here now. We're not.
Okay.
All right, I love you, boo. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. When y'all start talking about other YouTubers, child, I can't do it. And hold on, wait. Let's give a big old thank you to Miss Marsh dropping them bombs. Marsh dropped that $80. Hey, Marsh, let me tell you. You know, A-Lady said she got a purple mattress. Now, I may not be able to afford a purple mattress, but I can't afford. How much them purple pillows cost? You know, I heard them. I think the purple pillow costs $100. Yeah, I'm gonna give me ass get them crates. Okay, see how that feel. Yeah, I wanna see what that purple do. Let's give a big old thank you to Dig Denny, donated $10. Geez, thanks for taking my call when you were talking about Super Scent. Rose Gold Stripper Pole is, yes, you were right about Ken the Man, baby, yes. Y'all got to check out this rapper called Ken the Man. Yes, I love her songs. I love her voice. I like what she rap about. She's very witty in her rhymes. Ken the Man is it, okay? Yes. I'm glad you enjoy Ken the Man. I listen to her every day. I don't even listen to Meg Thee Stallion no more. I don't listen to Cardi no more. I really don't listen to Nick, none of them. I just listen to Ken the Man. And sometimes I listen to Big Boss V, Big Boss V, V-E-T-T-E. Girl, she be banking too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those two girls. All right, so let's keep on going. Calling from 336, you're live on the air.
Hey, I've been listening to all these conspiracy theories, and I've had just about enough of it, Gossip Girl. But listen, this is my take on it. Okay, she said that she heard 2 women in the background, right? The last caller. Mm-hmm. Now, there was a neighbor that was reportedly out in the hallway when Kevin was having whatever episode he was having, passing away, having a heart attack, whatever he was doing. And so, yeah, I believe that part. But what I believe that that a Latina woman, she aggravated him to damn death. Now he was on this podcast that night, right? First
Right.
time he's ever really talked to anybody in the background. Okay, you can see he was agitated. He was telling her, sit down, look, unless you want to be on this camera, I'm trying to protect you. Get out, just sit your ass down somewhere. And so she's still moving around, and you can see he was like, ooh, she getting on my nerves. I do believe that he met her at a bar that night. I do believe that, she came back to the apartment, and she was just, feeling like, okay, I'm with Kevin. What she say, Kevin, Emma,
Time out. I gotta say something. That's not, I'm sorry. I feel like that's out of, I don't know Kevin, but I feel like that's out of Kevin's character. And maybe my expectations of him is just different. But for him to bring a strange woman to his place, in his place of business, now, he didn't strike me as a loose man that just be hanging with any and every girl. Like, I would think we'd see pictures of him with all these different types of wild women. Like you know how Bill Bellamy was in the movies? He was a player.
Yeah.
He was always, he didn't strike me as no damn Bill Bellamy. And back in the day, he was not that cute, and he ain't had no money, so he wasn't bringing the girls like that.
He had that big light bulb head. He had that big light bulb head.
He wasn't bringing the girls home like that. He was into fashion and cologne and perfume.
But listen, I'm telling you, in the circles that he was running in, I don't think he brought just anybody home. I think he was probably in an upscale restaurant or bar or
that
whatever.
Girl was not upscale. Acting like that.
You don't think?
No, not her acting like that.
I think she may have
Girl,
looked the part.
Bumper looked the part. Anybody can look a damn part. She was not it.
But men don't care.
No. We're not going to do that because he always talk about getting a feminine woman. Now, I'm thinking the girl that he would be with would sit her behind down, would not be confrontational with him, and just sit in a damn corner and be quiet and be in her feminine position. Okay, or maybe she's in the bed.
You think she was paid? You think she was a prostitute?
Yeah, she was paid.
She was a call girl.
I think it does not add up to what he was talking about, and I think it doesn't add up to his type.
Now, okay, can I finish my theory?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like she, then the thing that what really you probably right, but she didn't even know CPR enough to keep him alive, but you're a nurse. What kind of nurse were you? A CNA? I mean, what I'm guessing, she never said that she was a RN. Yeah, that's what she was. She was a call girl nurse, going from house to house.
Role play.
Okay, so back to my boy Kevin. Now, I wasn't a real fan, but some of the stuff he said, made a lot of sense. We do need to be fit. We need to be feminine, and we need to be friendly.
Okay, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about what happened,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to stick to the subject. Okay, so this what, Kevin, to me, seemed like he was doing, like you say, the sugar boogers. He was also...
No, I didn't say that. I think he was doing the sugar boogers. He may have been... I didn't know. I think allegedly, but it would make sense for her to do the sugar boogers if she's acting all like that. And you see this man, hell, I'm not a prostitute, but if I know this is Kevin and I'm over here being around him, I'm gonna sit my ass in the corner. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be, reserved and just wait. Or maybe if she was a freak, I can see her doing this. Like if she real, feminine, I don't know. If she real a freak, maybe he's doing a live, right? Because some niggas like this, right? You in the bed, you could be, seducing him, touching on yourself, and nobody even know. They like that taboo shit sometime. You know what I mean? Or giving him head while he on a live, girl. Ooh, you know what I mean? But
child. Ooh.
Come on now, giving him a little head while he in a in the office, like business suit, and he got that suit on and everything. But she wasn't on that. She was on confrontational. Like she had a bone to pick. Like she was just irritated too, which made him irritated. And that's why I'm not understanding. If she was not feminine, why didn't he kick her ass out like he be kicking people out on his live?
Yeah,
like he'd kick his
true.
people out his
that's
live
true.
real quick. Why he ain't tell her, okay, get your ass on and go?
Because he had paid her.
But he already didn't
paid
hit.
her.
I know. Okay, so you telling me he didn't hit before he went on live?
Nah, I think they had just gotten back there. He probably said, "Look, I got to go do my podcast," and you know,
oh hell no!
I mean, she had already decided.
No, well, you know what? I'm not paying until I'm ready to go. Okay.
Well, you're gonna give half up front, and
I
half
pay
at
your
the end.
ass on reserves. Okay, I pay you to be on hold. God damn it! I'm not. That's just doing too much. And you don't even know her, this girl. Come on, something out of pocket.
But anyway, I believe that in the end, we're going to find out that Kevin, you know, was doing this, doing them toxicology reports going to come in, and we're going to find out that he had this in the system and that in the system. I don't know. I don't want to say that, you know, the cockity cocoa anymore because, like you say, you don't think
I don't
he did
know.
that.
That's what people say, but I don't know what that man was doing. You know, and people say in the chat room that he can perceive.
I know he was doing too damn much.
People say in the chat room he came off perceiving one way, but maybe he was not that way behind closed doors. Because they also said that she was thicker than thick, and he always called people overweight. But according to his measurement, she would be considered overweight.
She sure would have been obese. What was she looked like? She was probably about 5'4". Maybe 170 something pounds,
and she looked good. You know,
she was a big Shirley.
Yeah, but that's what he would have did. Cause you know, I thought he liked them Asian women. He liked them real small and petite, like child size.
Look, Kevin Samuels,
skinny and small.
Got a type because before that he had two black women who were very thick, and like I said, when he was sporting that big light bulb head of his and them glasses and looking like that alien off of the whatever that cartoon is that come on, he wasn't pulling nobody but what he could probably get. He was not attractive at all. Money started making him look good. If you notice, ever since that Average and Best video came out, that's when he started making all that money off of those views from that one video, and then he started getting all those subscribers. Then he started looking good.
And confidence. Confidence can make an ugly person look real good. You can be ugly, but if you have confidence, it'll make you look good for real.
Oh yeah, and so he had developed. You could tell. You could look at his past videos and see he didn't have.
They said 120 pounds was standard for women. That's what they say. He said.
He must be damn crazy. Okay.
He just letting you know he don't want black women. And like I said, wasn't he into Asians? Didn't he have an Asian girl on his podcast?
He did.
Yeah, I thought that was his
type. He probably
was
sleeping with her too.
But small little petite
he had
Asians.
that less than average funeral, and then two big Shirley sang at the funeral. You know, I know he didn't like that.
Yeah, that funeral did not look like a representation of what he preached about.
Right,
you know what I thought,
like
girl? This is what I was expecting.
I
was expecting a modern church. You know, high class church,
mega church, a mega church.
High value.
Not some little Baptist church in the country.
Well, I don't even know if he wanted to get buried in a church because it didn't seem like he was real close to church ties.
Oh, let me tell you what I think about that funeral. I do believe, it was said that he was cremated a couple of weeks ago. I do believe he was cremated. I don't believe there was a body in that casket. I think that casket was there for show. If you had watched the funeral, you would see that they wheeled that casket out and continued with the service. Now, you tell me why I ain't never been to a funeral.
Girl, this is so, hold on. I'm thinking about something. You know, we go on all day talking about high value dick, right? But all of it's going back to the dust. All that dick, all them nuts is going to the dust. You can't take that dick to heaven with y'all. Y'all up here investing in these niggas like you can take the dick away from you. Like you can't take that dick to heaven or hell. It's going back to the dust.
You can't take nothing.
Right. Stop getting invested in these niggas and dicks. Stop it. They are only temporary. They do not last long.
There was nobody in that casket. They wheeled that casket out and continued with the service for another hour. I believe that casket was rented. They didn't want nobody to know where, if he was going to be buried. Either they just didn't want nobody to know where he was going to be buried and moved and went on and buried him.
They act like they damn shame of him. They act like they shame.
Well, they should be, because he had no business going in on the black women like he did.
Right.
And then
but don't they act like a shame? That's something you do.
Woman came to the funeral.
To shame somebody like you don't want, you know you got to do it, and you just want to hurry up and get it over with, but you don't want nobody to see it. You know, it seems like they damn shame.
They cremated that man 2 weeks ago. If you go and look up, find a grave, you will see where he was cremated. And I know that site is legitimate because I looked up several of my family members' graves just to make sure. And they did come up, and it said he had been cremated. So there wasn't nobody in that daggone casket. They really wanted to just get it over with. And the reason why there wasn't a lot of people there was because it was a private funeral.
I didn't know Baptist people cremate their believers.
Yeah, they do. I'm Baptist. We
I thought it was just Catholics.
Nah, we cremate too. You know, they trying to save money, and then people not putting all that money in the ground no more. And like, I'd rather have my uncle, my aunt, my husband sitting up on the mantelpiece than to have all that money going in the ground.
Yeah, I got some family members. They want to be in that room. They want to be in a room. They don't want to be buried.
They say Kevin was worth $4 million. I mean, why spend that extra money on him when you could just go on and cremate him for $500 and have him sitting on the mantle, the fireplace?
Girl, ain't that something?
Yeah, look, Kevin, you know, karma is a bitch. It's a bitch. You didn't even get to enjoy the little $4 million you just made in the last year. You just made that $4 million. He was not no high.
Tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised.
He was out there begging in front of. They say he was out there begging for clients, in front of the Lenox Mall in Atlanta, and that people have been eyewitnesses to that before he started making money and asking for stealing cologne samples at the Neiman Marcus. Okay, all this is, you know, look, ain't nothing. Look, Kevin. Okay, that's all you got to say. That's all I got to say to that. But yeah, that Latina girl or woman, I'm sorry, she did something to him. She did something to him, and it was not the.
You gave us some stuff to think about, and I appreciate you. I enjoyed talking to you. Make sure you call back. All right, calling from 323. You're live on the air. 323.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Amazing. How about yourself, Gossip Girl?
You know what? It's going on afternoon, but I ain't eat yet. I sure didn't. What you have for breakfast?
I have a coffee and a banana.
Okay, I like a banana. You know, I don't drink coffee, but a banana sounds nice. But talk to me about everything. What's your thoughts?
Well, my first thought is that, you know, I am disappointed the way people are talking about him in depth, but I also understand it because how you act when you're here is how you're going to be perceived when you die. So I'm sorry to say, I believe that people should be talking about the stuff that he did, because I watched a video the other day and Siege Hanley came out and talked about their relationship and how Kevin kind of bought his course from him, and then later on said that it wasn't worth anything, but downloaded everything and kept all the information that for being what was he, an image consultant or something? So, and Siege Hanley was very nice in telling the story. He was very, very nice. Like, he wasn't trying to drag his name or anything. He was just telling his experience about what happened. So you should definitely try to find that.
But that's typical Kevin. Ain't that the same thing? Going to Neiman Marcus or going to stores and selling it, pretending like it's yours, making videos and then returning it?
Yep. Exactly.
And if you're going to take somebody's seminar and return it and use all their wording, that's what he did to make it bad. That's typical for him.
Yes, ma'am. So I feel like at the end of the day, how you are in life is how you're going to be talked about in death. So, like my mama always says, you know, you treat people how you want to be treated. So that's not fair that, you know, he gets to run around and disrespect people and talk mess about people, and then now everybody's like, oh, no, you can't talk ill about the dead. You know, it's not talking ill about the dead. It's about talking about the truth.
Yeah, but you know, Kevin not even mad about that. Kevin, I think he expected that. I think who really hurt is his followers. That's who y'all really offending. And you know, I don't think people care about the following, but that's who really mad. I think Kevin, he worried of, when you die, do you think, how would you feel if you left this earth, you know? Would you be concerned about what they saying about you on earth, or would you try to figure out what's next going on as you transition?
Exactly.
What would you do?
Exactly.
Would you come back if you had a choice to come back on an earth realm to roam around? Would you come back?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think I'm gonna come back. I put my time in already.
Okay, comment, let us know. You guys, if you had a choice to come back and roam the earth, would you guys come back after death? Press 2 if you'll come back. Press 4 if you gone, you gone. You're not going to try to, message nobody or see somebody from your past or just be nosy or trying to figure out stuff. Would you wouldn't come back and visit nobody? Would you want to come back and visit somebody?
I would come back and visit my kids. That's about it. And my mom, if she was still here.
Yeah, and you just have to figure out how can you come without scaring their ass. How would you do it?
They're gonna sage me away. Oh no, get away, bastard. No, but for real, to the girl who was talking about that there was somebody else in there, I just want to say that's crazy, because I literally was listening to that tape and I was like, is she talking to Kevin or is she talking to somebody else? And I kind of just didn't say anything. I kind of just was like, okay, it's whatever. But when she said it right now, I literally was like, oh my gosh, I knew I wasn't tripping, because I did hear her talking to someone, but it was like, I don't know, it kind of jumbled up in her talking to the 911 operator as well. But I did have that little itch on the back of my neck, was like, is she talking to somebody else? Why is she talking to Kevin like that? You're supposed to be passed out or something. So that's just crazy. I do believe that girl.
So what did she say to that other person, or what did she say to Kevin?
The only thing that I heard was that the main thing that I remembered distinctly is that she said, think about your kids, think about your kids. So it just makes me feel like, was Kevin woke? You know, like, or are you talking to an unconscious body like that?
I'm sorry. He would have made some type of grunt or noise or something. It was pure silent. Yeah. Like when somebody going in and out, they'll make some type of noise or something. But it sounded like she was just talking to the wall.
And I also thought it was weird that she's supposed to be a nurse, but she's wasting time in not telling them what apartment number he's in. Because it's more imperative, you doing CPR, it's more imperative that you go get the apartment number to tell to the ambulance people, which are really going to continue to try to help him. That's more important than you continuing CPR. They need to hurry up and get there. That's what emergency response is about.
She was still angry. She was angry. That phone call, she was angry. Before he passed away, she was angry. She was just an angry woman. You know, and maybe she was angry that she had to do with him. I don't know. But she was angry. Wouldn't you say she was angry?
Yeah, there was something weird in that call. I definitely agree that there was something. For someone to be a nurse, I just feel like that was a very irate, very, like all over the place phone call for you to, and one quick tidbit. I see something online where somebody was like, there goes black women and their bad customer service. That pissed me off so bad, because they were talking about the 911 operator still blaming black women, even though it was the Mexican girl who was being all over the place. But they still trying to blame black women, and it was our fault and how the operator was talking to her.
How was she was talking to her direct? She didn't supposed to panic.
Exactly. But somebody online, some black man
bump them.
said,
You know they always gonna say something. Bump them. Shoot, they make you want to be petty. They make you want to play. Yeah, that's right. Now I do it to your ass too, nigga. Yeah.
Oh no, I told my daughter the other day. I told her, because I used to be very pro-black, but after going online and looking at all this bad talk about black women, I let my daughter know, hey, just so you know, I will be happy whoever you bring. You can bring blue, green, brown, black, purple. I don't even care. I just want you to be happy, because I am not about to limit her to a certain pool of men that don't even want her. I told her she can bring whoever home she wants to.
Well, that's good for you. I'm happy that she has the choice to love who she want to love, that loves her and uplifts her. I just seen a associate of mine. She's married, and she's married to a white man. And I said, good for you, boo. And you know why? Because them other friends of hers, they around here messing with these niggas. And they stuck on Dickiana, girl. And I'm like, if y'all don't grow y'all asses up and sit down somewhere, they hopping on this dick, want to be with this dick, and just live life trying to get, he going to buy me this and he going to do this. I'm like, get it your damn self, because it's not genuine. It's all, I guess, I don't know. But with her, it seemed like, I don't know her. I just seen her on Instagram. She seemed like she's happy. It seems genuine, like she took her time. I have not seen or heard about her jumping on different dicks and all that. It ain't nothing wrong if you want to do all that. I'm not shaming no sluts, because I used to be a slut in these streets. But I can't shame where I come from. But I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. But I thank you so. You said what?
Genuine love, that's what matters.
Yeah, because, these niggas would turn you out to be a slut,
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, absolutely right, 100%. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, boo. Make sure you call back. Yeah, it's wild out here in these streets. I'm going to look at it in the comment section. And what y'all say? It says, what happened? Just logged in. Hey, what's going on? Kevin will spit on you if you are on fire, but y'all are working overtime trying to crack this case. I don't get it. K. Nicole, it's something to do. It's something to talk about. Shit. Do you think we can't crack no damn code? Come on now. We just talking. We just having conversation, just gossip. We cannot crack a code. But let's call in 702. You're live on the air.
Yes, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
My name's Tiffany.
What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good.
Talk to me.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not one to talk or speak ill of the deceased. You know what I'm saying? I try to, because when Kevin Samuels was alive, I was a big critic of him. I'm not gonna lie. And, I would go on his public platforms and I would say what I had to say. But now that he's passed on, I'm going to let him rest in peace. But the girl that he was with, when we talk about foreign women and we talk about different women, he was with a Latina woman. I wanted to touch on that.
Well, didn't he say, time out, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but didn't y'all say today, that's who he told y'all in competition with? Ain't that strange? He passed away,
right? But look,
y'all competition. Ain't that something?
But look,
ain't that something?
My man is black. That's something. But see, what he doesn't understand is that Kevin Samuels and a lot of men, I talk about a lot of men, they put themselves in harm's way because we are targeted. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the different things that's happening with our community, with the African-American community, we are targeted. So I feel like a lot of black men and a lot of black women put themselves at risk when they start, intermingling with other, races that they're not really familiar with. You know, I know we've been working with, you know, Caucasians for a long time as far as it goes with relationships, but outside, and I mean, I've read the Bible and I was in church for a long time. I don't go to church right now, but I still believe the Bible and I believe in God. And it talks about I believe it was King Solomon. I could be wrong about the name of the king, but they was warned by sleeping with different women and being with women that was not from their same culture, their same race. And when he didn't listen to what God said and he started sleeping with all of these different women, his man got confused and he lost his kingdom. So at the end of the day, yeah, you can mix breed and you can be with all of these different races that you want to be, but when diseases start happening to you, into death starts happening to you, and all these different things, setups start happening to you, and when you find out at the end of the day, just like these big stars like Dr. Dre and who else? Will Smith, and they're having problems in their relationship now because they have gotten with women that have only really been out about their money. And when you're talking about women from different countries, you're talking about women that are raised to go, they're looking for a man to take care of them and provide for them. That's the way they're raised. That's the way they're cultured. Indian women. Now, a lot of these different races too, like Indians, for instance, they have to marry within their race. And if they don't, that's going to be a big problem. They could actually, if I'm not correct, in some of those races, they could lose their life if they step outside.
And that's
of
sad,
their
and
boundaries.
that's horrible. That's horrible.
It
You don't
is
own
horrible, and
nobody.
I
You should
don't
be able
promote
to
it.
date
It
whoever
is-
you
it-
want to be
it-
with. It don't matter. You
is
know what? I know
horrible.
that
It
humans,
is.
they like division.
Yeah.
And humans like to make this thing
Right.
up about black, white. But at the end of the day, y'all all one race. There's only one race. It's the human race. Y'all not that,
Yeah.
But, this just how, people are trying to divide to make more money and to get more power.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
And one more thing, and
Go ahead.
I feel like I did figure it out because I started doing a little research on my own, and I found out that Kevin Samuels was closely connected to the pimp community with Freeze It Is and that other guy. His name is Pimp something or P something. And they really highly praised him. And from my understanding, he was he did something where he edited things on their clips. That's how he first started out. So a lot of the doctrine and a lot of things that he talked about, just like the lady that was talking about that was on way earlier, was geared toward, prepping women or grooming women of a lifestyle of what a hooker would be into. A hooker, she goes out on dates and she meets with men for money and different things, and she has sex with him after that date, and then there's a fair exchange. That's what a hooker does. Now, a woman, which they keep talking about, a modern woman or whatever they want to call it, is a woman that's looking for a relationship. And I keep noticing, and that's one of the things that irritated it about me, because they don't promote marriage. They're promoting a quick relationship, something that may last or may not last. And a lot of these men, they have high value money from what I'm looking at. But as far as their moral character, I don't think so. And because if you're, like my man says all the time, being easily accessible to everybody lowers your value. It lowers who you are. So a lot of these men are promoting this frivolous lifestyle of sleeping with different women and different things like that, but they're only bringing down their value. And I'm going to tell you like this, for African-American men, I don't really believe that they're being looked at as high value, because when you look on the news, all you see is them in a negative light. And you talked about gang violence and different things like that. I'm from Chicago, and I know all about it, okay? And I feel like these men can go into their communities and change the way that gang violence and different things is handled. They have the power to do that. If you could go out here and kill little Coco over $100 or whatever, or saying something about your mama, then you can definitely go in and use that same energy to go ahead and fix what's going on in your community, because there's way too many single mothers out here. And it's not just because these single mothers are a problem.
Okay, I want to say something.
It's because these men don't want to take responsibility. Go ahead.
Okay. I done forgot what I wanted to say. Shit. This is what I got. What is how value is a made up concert? You right, Nicole XOS. Stop it. What is high value? To you, it's gonna be different than it look for me. You know, and we value different things. Right. You value yellow. I value pink. It don't make neither one of us right or wrong, but it is what it is. We are not a monolith. Right. We all don't think the same. All black people are not on the same wave. We all not raised the same. We all don't value the same. Some of us change. I value this when I was 8. Then I changed my values at 15. Then I changed them again at 24. And I changed them again at 30. Yeah. You know, we're constantly growing and changing, but they try to force this propaganda like this is what it is. It's black and white, but it's false. It's false, but they just want you to.
I ain't gonna lie. I love my black men. I love my black community. But this is what, you know, black people have to understand. Just because this is something that I believe in and I preach, and this is what I like, this is my preference, you have to find your own preference. You have to find out
taking that away from you.
Like.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody taking away from you.
That a lot of things that I noticed when I would go on the men platform, I'm not talking about myself. Oh, okay. When I would go on the men platform, they were adopting this mentality as if this is what they solely believe. You are a man. Every man is different. Every man don't think the same. Every man don't see the same woman the same. It's something about her that it's going to be different with each person.
Of course. A lot of men, but that's human. We are humans. We're not robots. We're not programmed to be one way. And for what? For what? I was talking to this man about it. He was telling me, because I tell y'all, you know, I don't tell my business, but I know a few men in my phone book, they see him as Godfather. And sometimes we have debates and conversations, and I was talking to one of them recently. He was like, well, you know, they always say, I didn't agree with everything, but I said, ain't no but. But I do feel like he was trying to help the family and the black community. And I feel like he was trying to get black women in order. And I said, well, what they need to get order for? So we can have more marriages. And I said, well, marriages does not equal happiness. You know, you can live this earth without being married and be happy. Well, it just better for the community. And to me, it's what marriage? Just because it's a marriage don't mean it right. Is it a happy marriage? Are both partners fulfilled in their happiness? Or it's just attending for one person to submit themselves and belittle themselves to make the nigga happy? You know what I mean? And
I think he was a platform that directly addressed women, and I heard him address women more so than men. I think that a lot of his information, and I'm not saying, you know, like I said, I listened to Kevin Samuels. Some things I agreed with him, and some things I didn't, because I felt like his man was a little bit boxed off and closed off to a lot of, you know, ways to where he could have been more open, you know, with things.
Somebody said in the comment section, how could that man be their godfather? This is what I think. I feel like, hold on, let me say something. I feel like because, like some people said, Kevin, he adopted the pimp mentality mindset, right? And that was his rhetoric. But you got to understand, a lot of these boys were raised up in hip-hop. And a lot of the hip-hop is the pimp mentality. It's belittling black women, seeing them hoes. So it resonates because that's how they've been brought up. You know, to see women as belittled. And then if you go to church, they also belittle women and they don't support women. And women are there to be the support. You don't supposed to have no voice. You are, so it goes all into what they've been taught as little boys.
Yes.
And so it
resonates
to them.
Single mothers. Yeah, they promote the single mothers in the churches also to keep the fathers out. I've witnessed that firsthand, and I had a man at that time, and I'm like, man, you tripping. And they was like, you ain't coming back to church. I said, not this week. You know what I'm saying? But
I ain't never, they do that. I didn't hear about churches I thought they was trying to get straight men back in the church.
When I've been, girl, let me tell you something about I could tell you something about church because I ain't gonna lie. I have a baby's father. I'm writing books right now, but I have 2 children by a pastor. Now, that's a whole nother story. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I spent a lot of time in churches, not just that church, but different churches because we would go to church events called the COVID. It was called Church of God in Christ. So they would call it the convocation. And I got a chance to sit down. Now, I'm the type of person that I'm real sensitive to being around people, so I kind of like stay to myself a lot. But I picked up a lot of stuff, and I seen a lot of stuff. And with that situation with pastors, the black churches is not doing their job. If this is what they want to do and they calling a religion and they saying we Christians or we doing this, they're not doing or playing their role that they need to play in the black community either. They're just collecting money because if they were doing what they were doing, the black community wouldn't be this far out of hand as it is right now. And it is.
I don't know. I feel differently. I feel like, church. You know, but it's gonna. I'm not gonna go in there because I don't want to piss people off with my opinion about know.
It's okay.
How
I understand.
The white people. Well, not the white, but the masters. Pushed them into the church, and I think that it's all falling in line. As long as black community, y'all don't fight back and y'all just pray to y'all God, and just hope and just sit your ass down and just pray. I think it does what it's supposed to do.
These chains.
I think it does what it's supposed to do. If I wanted ownership of a group, I would tell them, hey, just pray about it. You're going to get your reward when you die, okay? And they ass is gonna sit and just pray.
It's not about just praying. You gotta break your man from these chains. My great grandmother was a slave. And it's things that I know about my history spiritually that my family don't even have to tell me, but I feel certain things and I know certain things that I've never seen before, but I still feel them in my blood, okay? Mm-hmm. And the thing about us as black people, we have to break these mental chains of slavery and this poverty mindset and the mindset that we're in, because a lot of these things have been given to us as temptations, just like the Bible, for instance. We was forbidden to read the Bible, from my understanding back in the day, but somehow,
y'all didn't know how to read.
Right.
And ain't nobody was trying to teach you how to read either. It was illegal for you how to read. Do you know you'll go to jail if you knew how to read?
Yes.
Did you know that?
If you got caught reading,
90
you would go to jail.
seconds.
Yes, I did.
But can I ask you this? Where were the Christians then? When all this slavery, where was the Christians then? When they was putting your ass?
We was no Christians. We had our own religion.
No,
I'm
saying
doctrine.
It was Christians still around. Them Caucasians was Christians.
No.
Them Caucasians
they were,
was.
but that wasn't us. That's not us.
I know,
that's
not you. I'm not talking about you as black people. But at the end of the day, the group still
60
exists.
seconds.
And the group is still there.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the group as a whole. Because, the KKK, they say they're Christian.
Yes. But let me tell you something.
And they walk around with the cross.
Let me tell you something, Gossip Girl. Let me tell you something, Gossip Girl. Yes, the KKK been in full effect well over 400 years. Let's be real with this. Okay? And if you really want to go down, deep down with it, the Democratic Party, when you look at their old photos, they dressed up in KKK outfits, all right?
Right. And they turned into the damn Republicans now.
Well,
because they did the switch. They did.
I don't trust
look them
either
up.
side.
10 seconds.
You only get two sides. You only get two
No,
sides to
you
choose
have
from,
three.
and I don't
You
trust
have
neither one.
you have the independent as well.
You have an independent.
So you do.
You have an independent.
And you can make up your own party. Ain't nobody stopping you. But the Democrats and the Republicans, they're nothing but labels. That's it. And they change sides.
Exactly.
They change sides.
Red
The Republicans turn to Democrats, and the believer Democrats turn to Republicans. You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's a big old gang because the Democrats represent the blue side, and the Republicans represent the red side. And when you look at gangs and you look at the Bloods and the Crips, you got the Crips represent the blue, and the Bloods represent the red. And so, that's what I look at, and that's what I be seeing when I look at the Republicans and the Democrats. Whose side is they really on? Because it's not us.
Well, I think that everybody is a gang if that's the case. Every part. You got American, that's a gang. Russia, that's a gang. China, everything is a gang. It's just a group. A gang is what? A group of people that believe in the same. But the Democrats, they don't believe in the same. They're very diverse. Versus the Republicans, it's a cult. They all believe the same. They all vote the same. And they don't have the freedom to have freedom of expression out their leader. And that's just what it is. And actually, I was on Fox. Hold on. I was on Fox News because I don't know if I told y'all. I don't support Fox, but I do be sneaking because I got to find out what the enemy doing over there in Fox News. And they had this article on here about Obama. And they said that it was a teacher comparing him to monkeys. Okay? And
right, I heard about that.
I was going to read I'm on Fox News now. And this is Fox News supporters. This is common people that follow him. And this is what they had to say. They said, why would they? It's a huge compliment, really. Okay? So they're saying, why would the teacher get suspended? It's a huge compliment for them to compare Obama to a monkey. Okay, you see, if the shoe fits, okay, so it's fair to the mentally handicapped people to compare. Okay, they're not talking about that. Okay, Frank teacher, laughing out loud. I love it. They ain't wrong, laughing out loud. I guess so no one can have a different opinion than the almighty corporate left, and everything with them is always just a label. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Right. And we the ones down here at the bottom looking up at them while they running everything.
And, well, look, I don't know if they're looking up, but they make it so where you can't do nothing. They're very corrupt. They go behind the scenes. They change votes. They make it very hard. In Atlanta, they having races right now. Trump is supporting one, and Mike Pence is supporting the other one, and they're going against Stacey Adams. So we'll see how that plays in Atlanta.
Wow.
But listen here what they say. Was the teacher wrong? Nope. All right. So they feel very comfortable. They don't mind seeing black people as monkeys, as you guys can see. They are saying y'all are too sensitive. Okay, and this is the Republican base. Well, he is. Okay.
Okay.
About
Let
time.
me tell you something.
Hold on. About time someone started teaching the truth. Okay. And this is referring to him being preferred to monkeys. And these are all common, different people that's in the Republican Party.
Wow.
They said, have you seen Michelle Obama, though? So now they saying Michelle looking like a monkey. You hear that? You see that? They just laughing. They said, it was facts. Okay, and these are grown people. This is not.
Wow, they getting down on us. They getting down on us.
Let me tell you. I don't know if you guys know, but I've been telling y'all, I always tune into Fox. I don't like Fox, but it teaches me how to argue. They can be very mean spirited, and I get my streaks from how they be doing it. You know, I learn from the enemy.
Okay.
I don't know. I keep my enemies
Yes.
close so I can learn.
Well, you have to.
But
yes, you have
this
to.
is nothing new. This is very common. You know what I'm saying? They said great to see that there are real values being upheld in this madness. Political world had destroyed the world. That's what's wrong in this country. What they say, that's what's wrong in this country. I've listened to trash talk of Trump's on a daily, weekly, monthly, and basis. And it's going on. And someone makes one negative comment about Barack Obama and gets fired. I wonder why.
Bro,
right.
But this is the thing.
So,
they know that they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
They don't
You
care.
know what I'm saying?
But
And
they feel like they have the right.
They don't care.
They don't care. But the thing
They
about
have
this
a right
another
to be
thing.
the KKK.
This
That's
another
what they
thing.
feel
Hold
like.
on. This what? Okay, all these black niggas and kings, they got so much beef with black women. They got so much beef with each other. But when these other people say something, they silent. They don't got nothing to say. Snoop Dogg ain't gonna speak out. None of these niggas ain't gonna speak out. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
You're supposed to be a gangster.
And even these black YouTubers,
hard,
they not.
Crook, but you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. But
and they taking us down in the grocery stores. They trying to take us down in the grocery stores anywhere that they can. If you get black skin, and y'all would rather sit up here and go back and forth and talk about this gang and that gang and this guy and how much money he got. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, all right. Boo, I appreciate you calling. I'm going to let you go. I got some other lines and it's getting late. All right, calling from, but what do y'all think about? Did y'all see that? I'm reading the comments in here. It says Fox News to be shut down. Black men need to boycott Fox. They not doing it, Bella. Let me tell you something now. You got a lot of black men that support Fox and them, and they don't mind this. You know, they're going to do their bidding. So that's just what it is. They already sold and paid. So let's call her 510. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi, it's Abner. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing, boo?
How you doing? You know what? I feel good.
I know that's right.
I feel good.
I know that's
today.
right.
Shit. But anyway, I want to say one thing. A couple callers are back. Sister was saying she doesn't like us being detectives, or she's tired of us. I don't know if it's somebody in the comment section. I don't remember. I just want to say, like, a while ago, Jill Scott had this show called The Number One Ladies Detective Agency. I don't know if you ever seen it, Gigi. Anyway, it was good. It was on HBO. Anyway, it was good. But I just want to say that we detectives, and we're going to find out what happened. We're going to find out what happened, because it's a key, and it's, you know, some people are on their conspiracy theorist thing, and some of us are just kind of having a little lightweight key here and there. Oh, but we're going to find out, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So whoever don't like it, you could just sit in the bushes and watch, and because sometimes I'm in the bushes, and I'm just watching, but we're going to keep talking about it.
So what's your thoughts about it then?
Okay, one thing I want to say that I noticed is, you know, black folks will spend some money on a funeral. You know, they'll spend some money on the funeral because it's kind of all about showing out for other people who are watching. We tend to spend more money on dead than the living at times. And so one thing I noticed was when I saw the funeral, it was looking a little, you know, dehydrated and a little, I was like, okay, one of two things is going on. One, either whoever's in control of the body and all, and then the coins are not trying to spend it on Kevin. That was one thing. And then the other thing was that they don't have a bag. They don't have a bag, and maybe it's in they haven't worked out. If there is a bag, they haven't worked it out. So either they don't care or they don't have it. But I don't know. For me, black people, weddings and funerals, we're always ready to spend in excess on those things when my personal opinion is that we shouldn't. Maybe on weddings, if it's your wedding, fine. But, you know, in my family, we do a celebration of life, a big old party, whatever you want to call it. And most of us will opt for cremation and so forth. But everybody has their choice. But that's what I noticed. When I saw it, I was like, uh-oh, somebody don't care about Kevin, you know, because of the funeral. I mean, they'll literally do GoFundMes just to turn up at the funeral. So I don't know what you thought about Gigi, but that's what I said when I saw it. I was like, uh-oh. You know, maybe it's true that the wife has control of the money. So then the family that didn't have the money to really send him off, because, you know, they like to come out there with these limousines and, you know, everybody got to get the hair done. And
but is that, you know, a high value man? I would think a high value man, if he got money, his family got money. His mama ain't gonna never have to worry or struggle. His daughter ain't gonna never have to worry or struggle. His family ain't never have to worry or struggle. If I got a house, you get a house. If I got a mansion, you got a mansion. Spread the wealth. Because it's all about
is that
giving
what he
back.
Was teaching, though?
I don't know, but it's all about giving back to what they call it when you keeping wealth, growing wealth. I forgot the shit they call it.
It's called generational wealth.
There we go.
I believe in that.
Yeah. So don't have value man? That's not a part of a have value man.
No, that's not what. Yes, it is, but that's not what he was teaching. He was teaching, as far as I could tell. I didn't really follow him that much until he died. Anyway, we won't go into that. We'll stick to what you were talking about. What I'm saying is that he seemed to be teaching people how to dress, how to look. It was like very external. It wasn't about, listen, go buy some property, go buy some land, go make some investment so you can have generational wealth. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if that's what he was teaching. Because generational wealth is not for us, you know. It's for our generation. So I didn't really see him talking about children and family and making sure that your parents are okay. Because, you know, I believe in trust funds, and I believe in putting your house in trust when you get married so your spouse can't up and take it. Like, so I don't know what Kevin was on, but he definitely wasn't about generational wealth. You know, that's what we need to be talking about. You know, so, and these fat black women, let me just say, these fat black women that he was complaining
plus
about.
Size. So we don't want to disrespect the plus size community.
You know what it is? I'm plus size, so, you know, it's like if you skinny, you could say skinny, but I won't do it.
I don't feel that way. I don't care if you plus size, girl. You big and beautiful and plus size. But guess what? You say that, okay, if you say that, I got plus size people in my family, maybe I get offended. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about you.
Okay, Gigi, let's say this, right? Let's say this. Now we done walk down the lane. Let's say you come with me to the West Indies with some of my family, right? And when we walk up to my auntie's house, my cousin is there, and he see you when you walking up, and he be like, "Jah no star, what wrong with this daughter? That was your fat, you know. Woman look good."
You know, I'm going to shut my ass up because I'm in a different country and they got different laws. So I'm going to shut the hell up. But,
all right, let me say this. So plus size. Okay, plus size women, if we talk about Black American communities, it's the plus size women, the big mamas, that have cemented the generational wealth that we do have often. Because it's that big mama who had that house and held on to that house. And when she passed on, that house went down. So I found that Kevin was very disrespectful because it was a lot of those big mamas when you fall down on your bicycle, you know, that's those big fleshy arms that's holding you and holding you down. And, I mean, yes, we do need to work on that, you know, on health-wise, but to just totally disrespect Black women just based on being big when statistically we're bigger, you know, at least in America. We're bigger than our counterparts.
All over the world.
Yeah, so I didn't really appreciate that. I felt very offended by him. I felt offended by him for, you know, my grandmothers, you know, and one was petite and one wasn't. But I felt offended by him, so I'm kind of going in on him. And he's dead, but I'm still willing to do it. You know, and I don't care I don't care who doesn't like it, because they didn't care when he was offending, you know, us. When he was alive. A lot of these people that are complaining, you know, they didn't have nothing to say when he was, you know, smacking his gums on other people.
They was enjoying it.
They was enjoying it. And you know, I kind of, you know what I don't like too? The people that be like, well, you know what? I kind agree with some of what he was saying. You know, I could kind of, I mean, I didn't agree with Kevin, but I kind of agree. Nah, when you talking mess, I don't care if you tell me what time it is and you're right. I don't agree with anything you say, and I don't like you. I don't like you when you're foul and you say a bunch of foul stuff. You can't tell me one correct thing, and I start hemming and hawing about it. Sometimes I can see that you're correct. No, you're not correct. You're foul. You have a foul spirit, and you're being manipulative by saying one thing that people can nod their heads to. That's like somebody that cuss you out and then be like, you know what, though, I do like your perfume. And you be like, well, girl, he cussed me out last night, but you know I bought that perfume and he liked it. Are you dumb? No, I don't believe anything you said. Somebody else can tell me the correct shit, not you. You can't tell me anything. And that's how I feel about it. I don't want to learn from somebody that's wicked, because that wickedness is going to sneak in. You know what I'm saying, Gigi?
I hear you, boo. All right. Thank you for calling.
I'm not even...
Go ahead.
Can I just say one thing, too?
Yes.
I'm always saying this, and people be mad. I just want to say one thing about black men, people talking about black men and black communities. Black communities are not just in America. You can get a passport and go to UK, Canada, Australia, Africa, Asia, South America.
They
so
everywhere.
Please, sister, stop complaining. Stop complaining and worrying about why black men are traveling, and get your own passport and go somewhere. All right, Gigi.
All right, I feel you. I agree with you on that one. All right, and let's give a big old thank you to Nicole. Donated $5 to the Cash App. Pink List 500. Thank you, Nicole. And let's give a also thank you to Eminem. Donating $5. She said, love you. Can we please change the subject? Okay, y'all want to change the subject? Comment, let us know. Okay, well, let me tell you something else. I got something else to tell you guys. All right, so I came across Phaedra. Okay, now Phaedra want to let you guys know she is happily single and she is not looking for a man. Atlanta Housewives star Phaedra explains why she is single, and Black Twitter is reacting. Okay, and I'm happy for it. This is Phaedra Parks. She's a reality star, and this is what it is. It says Phaedra is very pretty. I love you. You are absolutely beautiful. Girl, Miss Phaedra, love you. Okay, where is this shit at? Okay, I don't need to hear this. Okay, you aren't single though, are you? She said everybody's single if they aren't married. Do y'all believe that? Comment, let us know. Press 3 if you believe everybody's single if they're not married. Press 4 if you feel like it's false. I feel like it's damn false. A marriage does not define a relationship. Okay? Shit. Half of these marriages is not even a real relationship at that. Marriage is nothing but documents, paperwork, and I don't know what it is. It's something, with the laws and shit like that. But anyway, she says, oh shit, you ain't telling no lie. I just may have to slide in that DM. And she said, I'll be checking, okay? Say it, the truth, a career woman or may deserves only someone that can handle the career, not the person. So yes, she'll be single for a while. Get it together. Laughing out loud. Love your Phaedra as a person. Single is great. Stand focused and having plenty of boss business to handle. I don't know what the hell I just read, but I read something anyway. Phaedra look like she is happily single. All right, so let's keep on going here. I don't know if you guys been knowing on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did y'all see the episode yesterday? Homeboy, what's his name? I forgot that man's name. But yeah, they had episodes on him, and he was gaslighting his wife, saying that she didn't even deserve a Lunchable. He did some foul stuff. What did he do? Cheat? He cheated on her and then tried to take her out and smooth it over without being accountable, without talking it out. And he said that she ruined the whole mood because she was supposed to forget about the cheating and just enjoy the experience. But she said, how can I enjoy this experience? You taking me out, treat me good. But we have not talked about what needs to be talked about. And she don't like to ignore shit and just go on and act like it never happened. She needs answers. She needs comfort. She needs accountability. And he's not giving that to her. He just want to buy her some stuff and just say, shut the hell up. And that's not right. Oh, Ralph. Yeah, Ralph. That's what it is. And what else going on? Okay. Do y'all want to call in about that? Oh, let's talk about this. All right. So I wish I got to go somewhere, y'all. I sure do. I got to go. But this lady, she's a mom. And as you guys see, she's a big fan of tattoos, right? So she's going viral because she got her kid tattooed. Now look at this. Tattoo all on this baby. And she got him an Instagram to make a whole bunch of money. Look at that, the big chain. Look at that, the chain on his wrist, that ring. Come on, try to dress him like an old pimp. What's going on? But you know, that's her baby, and that's the business. So you see all the chains and the tattoos all on that baby. I know that had to hurt, but a lot of people don't know what to make of this. They say this is not right for her to have her baby out here having all these damn tattoos and all this jewelry and this rings and stuff. What are y'all thinking? Got both ears pierced too. What y'all think about that? Yes, the tattoo is real. You know the tattoo is real. Tattoo that baby whole up. Comment, let us know. This definitely a child. Yeah, that's what people are saying, Nicole. It's child abuse. It surely is. But you know what? I wish I could reopen the phone lines to have y'all call in, but I got to go somewhere, y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on another video. And I will make sure I have more topics without Kevin Samuels. But I'm going to need y'all to call in more often. And I'm going to need y'all to drop that Cash App. Please, you know I'm begging for donations, okay? And like this video, share, and I'll see y'all on another video.